Hello there. If you're new to the channel, we heartily welcome you. And if you have been around much longer, you know how we do, and we love having you here. My name is Wanjiku Mwaura, and today's guest will be sharing with us how he kept a tourism business afloat, even with corona regulations and lockdowns in some parts of the country, Kenya. I'm talking about none other than Muthuri Kinyamu, a Kenyan entrepreneur who is also a PR and social media strategist. Welcome to the show, Muthuri. Now, what was the first trip you planned as soon as the lockdown measures were relaxed?
One thing I would like to clarify is we never quite closed. So our approach back in March was to sort of innovate within the guidelines that were set by the government, and of course the safety measures. So we've been doing, citizen science program for kids that want to go to the national park. We've had a little aviators again for kids interested in aviation. We've been taking people within the boundaries of what is set. For me, I think our approach, because our business is diverse, so we have a media side that of course does more storytelling, and then we have an impact side that's been able to do like Mama to the Rescue, which was a 120-day food donation campaign to frontline workers and the less fortunate in the community. So what I said, we never fired people, so we sort of realigned our resources and continued. So we said, this is what we're gonna do with Stand Up for Good. This is what our media arm will do in terms of publishing content. And to give people uplifting sort of messaging and inspiring stories, and of course give people a glimpse of the outside.
How different was it organizing such trips pre-corona and within the corona regulations then?
I mean, right, travel has always been discretionary, right? So people travel when they've done other things, right, that they consider a bit more important. So even before Corona, the only difference was now we had like things like capacity. So capacity had to be reduced because of social distancing. Of course, operating hours, when you have like curfews. So I remember we did like a 12-hour Instagram tour of Nairobi from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And that was when the curfew was 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting way of delivering safe experiences. But then I look at safety as, as an underlying thing when you're delivering tourism experiences.
I am just wondering, because of COVID or after COVID, now that it's slowly, slowly becoming a part of our new normal,
Yes.
would you say that Kenyans are traveling more or less, or nothing has changed?
The beauty of this phase is, people want to, when you're faced with mortality, the bucket list becomes a lot more real, right? So there are people who want to really tick off things off that bucket list. There are a lot more people who want to discover unlikely places.
What are the reasons, or what is the psychology behind people not going to places like Turkana? Because I think this is something that can be seen replicated across the continent, that when you're coming, for example, from Zimbabwe, there are places that you will never go, and then there are places like that you will always find people going. So what is the psychology behind that?
I mean, there is everything from, of course, our education system, from what we learned in geography, what we learned in history. There is, of course, an aspect of media that, certain places are associated with more hunger, clashes. And so people never register that there is beauty in that adversity, of sorts, or like being able to deconstruct the two. I feel every destination has its good and ugly underbelly, whether that's crime, prostitution, whatever, drugs, tribal clashes. But I feel for us, we've not been able to handle certain crises to be able to show what these destinations have in terms of their beauty and attractions and activities. Then there is the second thing is access, and access being infrastructure and of course to information.
How easy has it been to expand, for example, to Nigeria? You've also mentioned Accra. How easy has it been?
First, you start with building a network of partners that
Yeah,
are able
which you
to
already had,
cross-sell, that
or you have,
which
right?
we already have,
Yeah.
The second thing we did was build Africa tourism network. So we have lots of colleagues in West Africa. The third thing will be probably now establishing a physical presence in the market. Those are some of the things that literally keep me up awake at night. Looking at what will people come and do, when they come to Kenya. And so I think by combining tourism and stories, I feel we could unlock a lot of, you know, untapped potential.
Talking to Muthuri Kinyamu makes me wish I could travel again. He's just so passionate about it. Now, if you would like to be in touch with Muthuri Kinyamu as part of his network, or just to find out the places you can visit in Kenya, or Nairobi specifically, please comment below and I will be sure to pass on your messages to him. Now, what would be your African dream destination? Let me know in the comment section below. My name is Wanjiku Mwaura. Until next time, goodbye.